The U.S. Senate voted Friday 51-49 to limit further debate, thereby advancing the Washington justice's nomination to one final vote. The procedural vote came on the heels of the release of the findings of an FBI probe which proved unable to corroborate the allegations made by two women that Kavanaugh sexually assaulted them back in high school. The FBI's findings proved enough for two moderate Republican holdouts, Senators Susan Collins of Maine and Jeff Flake of Arizona, to vote yes on moving Kavanaugh's nomination forward. Collins, whose pro-abortion stance clashes with Kavanaugh's position on the issue, criticized the entire confirmation process, suggesting that it had become so dysfunctional it looks more like a caricature of a gutter-level political campaign than a solemn occasion, while characterizing Drive. Christine Blasey Ford's testimony accusing Kavanaugh of sexual assault is sincere, painful and compelling. Collins emphasized that the FBI had found no corroborating evidence from Ford's witnesses, and saying her vote was based on the presumption of innocence and fairness. Flake, a never-Trump Republican who has battled the former businessman since his 2016 presidential run, also indicated that he will vote yes to confirm, unless something big changes. One Republican, one Democrat break ranks in a break with party ranks. Democrat Joe Manchin of West Virginia also voted against further debate, while Republican Lisa Murkowski of Alaska voted not to move Kavanaugh's nomination ahead. Manchin justified his decision based on the information available to him, particularly the FBI report. Kavanaugh, he said, has been demonstrated to him to be a qualified jurist who will follow the Constitution and determine cases based on the legal findings before him. Murkowski said she would vote present for Saturday's final vote instead of yes or no, out of courtesy to Montana Republican colleague Steve Daines, who plans to attend his daughter's wedding, but said her conscience could not allow her to vote to approve him. "I believe that Judge Kavanaugh is a good man. He's a good man," she said. "He's clearly a learned judge. But in my conscience, because that's how I have to vote, at the end of the day, is with my conscience, I could not conclude that he was the right person for the court at this time," she said. "Tonight I spoke on the Senate floor on my decision to oppose the nomination of Judge Brett Kavanaugh to serve on the United States Supreme Court. See my full statement here, https://t.co/akbumpilog, Lisa Murkowski, at Lisa Murkowski, 6 October 2018 G. Rand Paul, the independent Republican from Kentucky who has clashed with President Trump from time to time, and was singled out as a possible obstacle to Kavanaugh's candidacy, also voted to advance the president's Supreme Court pick. In a statement, Paul noted that, having looked at the totality of Brett Kavanaugh's life and career, I am persuaded to vote for him today. The preponderance of evidence from hundreds of people who knew him and worked with him indicates he is a good man with a good reputation for integrity and character. If the rest of the Republican and Democratic senators vote the same way Saturday as they did Friday, the final tally in Kavanaugh's favor is expected to reach 50-49. In the unlikely event of a 50-50 tie, Vice President Mike Pence is prepared to cast the deciding vote in the nominee's favor. Partisan politics. Kavanaugh's confirmation hearings led to an outburst of partisan politics, including the arrest of 101 protesters on Friday, adding to the nearly 300 detained a day earlier in so-called "Cancel Kavanaugh" protests outside the Capitol and Senate buildings. President Trump, who said he was very proud of the Senate for advancing his nominee, called the protesters "paid professionals." Paid for by George Soros and others. Trump nominated Kavanaugh in July after moderate Justice Anthony Kennedy's announcement of his plans to retire. If confirmed, Kavanaugh, a former Bush administration staffer, is expected to move the Supreme Court right on issues including abortion rights, affirmative action, the death penalty, gay rights, and gun rights for decades to come. Vote breakdown. Below is a breakdown of how senators voted in Friday's vote to limit further debate, and how they are expected to vote Saturday absent any major changes. Republicans voting to advance Kavanaugh's candidacy, Sen. Lamar Alexander, R. Tennessee, Sen. John Barrasso, R. Wyoming, Senator Roy Blunt, R. Missouri, Senator John Boozman, R. Arkansas, Senator Richard Burr, R. North Carolina, Senator Shelley Moore Capito, R. West Virginia, Sen. Bill Cassidy, R. Louisiana, Sen. Susan Collins, R. Maine, Senator Bob Corker, R. Tennessee, Senator John Cornyn, R. Texas, Senator Tom Cotton, R. Arkansas, Senator Mike Crapo, R. Idaho, Senator Ted Cruz, R. Texas, Senator Steve Daines, R. Montana, Sen. Mike Enzi, R. Wyoming, Sen. Joni Ernst, R. Iowa, Sen. Deb Fisher, R. Nebraska, Sen. Jeff Flake, R. Arizona, Sen. Cory Gardner, R. Colorado, Sen. Lindsey Graham, R. South Carolina, Senator Chuck Grassley, R. Iowa, Sen. Orrin Hatch, R. Utah, Sen. Dean Heller, R. Nevada, Sen. John Hoeven, R. North Dakota, Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith, R. Mississippi, Sen. Jim Inhofe, R. Oklahoma, Senator Johnny Isakson, R. Georgia, Senator Ron Johnson, R. Wisconsin, Sen. John Kennedy, R. Louisiana, Senator John Kyle, R. Arizona, Sen. James Lankford, R. Oklahoma, Sen. Mike Lee, R. Utah, Sen. Mitch McConnell, R. Kentucky, Senator Jerry Moran, R. Kansas, Senator Rand Paul, R. Kentucky, Senator David Perdue, R. Georgia, Senator Rob Portman, R. Ohio, Senator James Risch, R. Idaho, Sen. Pat Roberts, R. Kansas, Sen. Mike Rounds, R. South Dakota, Senator Marco Rubio, R. Florida, Senator Ben Sasse, R. Nebraska, Senator Tim Scott, R. South Carolina, Senator Richard Shelby, R. Alabama, Senator Dan Sullivan, R. Alaska, Sen. John Thune, R. South Dakota, Sen. Tom Tillis, R. North Carolina, Senator Pat Toomey, R. Pennsylvania, Sen. Roger Wicker, R. Mississippi, Sen. Todd Young, R. Indiana Democrats voting to advance Kavanaugh's candidacy, Sen. Joe Manchin, D. West Virginia Democrats voting against advancing Kavanaugh's candidacy, Sen. Tammy Baldwin, D. Wisconsin, Sen. Michael Bennet, D. Colorado, Senator Richard Blumenthal, D. Connecticut, Sen. Cory Booker, D. New Jersey, Sen. Sherrod Brown, D. Ohio, Senator Maria Cantwell, D. Washington, Senator Ben Cardin, D. Maryland, Sen. Tom Carper, D. Delaware, Sen. Bob Casey Jr., D. Pennsylvania, Senator Chris Coons, D. Delaware, Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, D. Nevada, Sen. Joe Donnelly, D. Indiana, Sen. Tammy Duckworth, D. Illinois, Sen. Dick Durbin, D. Illinois, Sen. Dianne Feinstein, D. California, Sen. Kirsten Gillibrand, D. New York, Sen. Kamala Harris, D. California, Senator Maggie Hassan, D. New Hampshire, Senator Martin Heinrich, D. New Mexico, Sen. Heidi Heitkamp, D. North Dakota, Senator Mazie Hirono, D. Hawaii, Sen. Doug Jones, D. Alabama, Sen. Tim Kaine, D. Virginia, Sen. Amy Klobuchar, D. Minnesota, Senator Patrick Leahy, D. Vermont, Senator Ed Markey, D. Massachusetts, Senator Claire McCaskill, D. Missouri, Senator Bob Menendez, D. New Jersey, Senator Jeff Merkley, D. Oregon, Senator Lisa Murkowski, R. Alaska, Sen. Chris Murphy, D. Connecticut, Sen. Patty Murray, D. Washington, Senator Bill Nelson, D. Florida, Sen. Gary Peters, D. Michigan, Sen. Jack Reed, D. Rhode Island, Sen. Brian Schatz, D. Hawaii, Senator Chuck Schumer, D. New York, Sen. Jean Shaheen, D. New Hampshire, Sen. Tina Smith, D. Minnesota, Senator Debbie Stabenow, D. Michigan, Senator John Tester, D. Montana, Sen. Tom Udall, D. New Mexico, Senator Chris Van Hollen, D. Maryland, Sen. Mark Warner, D. Virginia, Sen. Elizabeth Warren, D. Massachusetts, Sen. Sheldon Whitehouse, D. Rhode Island, Senator Ron Wyden, D. Oregon Independents voting against advancing Kavanaugh's candidacy, Sen. Angus King, I. Maine, Senator Bernie Sanders, I. Vermont.